battle begins.
5, 6, 7?
5, 6, 7. Alright, that'll have to do it, I guess. That is going to do it for our interview, which means we can get into game number 1 with Miracle and Trent.
Blood.
Thank you so much. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the joke that just keeps on giving as Insania takes first blood against Xingqiu, the position 4 Slark. Trent,
yes.
You know, we're waking up early. We're seeing some craziness go on. I'm not sure exactly how to feel about this. I think it's going to be an interesting little dynamic to watch. Yeah, there's a lot of damage done to that Slark. He didn't really stand up that strong.
No, it's genius because, you know, we heard the panel talking earlier. Liquid, Jenkins was saying they don't like those morning games, right? Now imagine you're there rubbing your eyes, getting ready for your game, and there's a Slark, and you're like, oh, Hame Slark, yeah, it's pretty good. You know, and then it's like, thank you. But of course, Maps has let us know, yeah, we've done this in scrims. They know what's up. So some scrim partners here, it would seem, and we'll see what Liquid has concocted versus this support Slark that they're apparently already aware of.
I mean, on its face, there's like some elements, like the more you, it's like a drug. The more you're thinking about it, the more it's just infested your head. It's like, you can't get it out of there. I'm thinking about it. The Barracuda, he's playing against a Clockwork. You're trading like the Essence Shift stacks. Maybe in the later stages, you're scouting out. Like, if you're trying to find a fight around the mid game, and he breaks the smoke, immediately hits Dark Pack, all these things sound cool.
Yeah, it has been done in the past. Sox has played a little bit of the support Slark, I remember, in a few officials too, so it's not completely out there, and now in theory it should be better than it's ever been with the changes to the innate. So let's see how it goes.
We're just giving all of you out there listening, you know, your things that you can say as you pick this and grief in your games.
Yeah,
so
yeah, it's fine. Just link the ID to this match.
Yep.
Hopefully it goes at least decently well for Xingqiu, so you'll have some excuse.
No, it's fine. He just runs away. He's healing back up over there. They're going to trade a little bit more with Clockwork. As Nisha has already taken a bit of a beating. 8-6 in that mid lane versus 6-0.
I mean, it's the XM Viper. Like, they truly got him with this one, right? You pick the Lina nice and early, and then you pick this fake carry, so then even if they knew there's a chance for the support Slark, they probably, I mean, I guess they did sell ban mids anyways.
Oh, yeah.
They really did know, but kind of crazy that XM gets his Viper of all heroes.
Right, and you think about some of those other picks, and I mean, you can see the Void Spirit being a problem or something. It feels like this is maybe one of those
news.
where...
There's no way. The Void versus Viper. I feel like we've had this discussion too many times.
I know. You're absolutely right. I do feel, though, that like this is probably one of those matchups that this is going to be some of the worst of it. This laning stage is going to be really rough, but in the later stages, you know, Pucky's moving and manangling and getting all over the place.
Moving even.
Yeah, Pounce, trade some hits, a Soul Assumption, hitting onto Insania. But it feels like you can outmaneuver the Viper later, even if you're not doing a ton of damage / killing him. But who's to say?
Well, that'll be the plan.
Q runs back in, asserting dominance in this lane. Sort of. He has Essence Shift at the very least and a Blood Grenade. God, it is going to be a really interesting one to watch. Like, because it feels like as a support, he's going to be so free to like set up for good fights. But in the fights, I feel like he's going to do nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely possible. Or he has these like incredible moments. The shard will certainly be his biggest contribution. General map and macro stuff should be the big deal with this, right? Like I'm discussing this idea of the wards, the vision, being able to shut that down. Gaining gold and XP from wards, that's certainly no joke. And you're a little bit more free to do it compared to the core Slarks because you'll be roaming around a little bit. The other combo, of course, that got disrupted because of this is the Marcy and the Visage. Sort of a classic, right? All kinds of combos you can do. But you can still link up. Lena's going to be off doing her farming thing for a while, so DY eventually will still be able to join up alongside XXS, and we'll get all these nice little rebound combos, and then the sidekick and the birds, and yada yada.
It'll be something to watch for as Mickey gets brought down low, and certainly showing that there's some value in this lane as well. Of the Slark Visage paired together. And mid lane, every time I look back at it, it's feeling more and more into the favor of XM. 24-13 right now.
What part looked good? Was it the denies equal to the last hit?
Yeah, that's pretty rough. And it just keeps happening. Like, even as he's going uphill, it feels like he's not missing that often. A level ahead of Nisha right now. This TI, it has felt like there's been a couple more of these, like, shutouts in mid happening. I was thinking back to the Monkey King games that we watched yesterday.
Yeah, it has felt like maybe there's a little bit more of that flavor of the old mid lane, where it feels like one person can actually like stomp over, and it's not just a water rune session.
Yeah.
Also, it feels like slightly less rotations to mid, less time like covering runes and stuff. So, been a little bit more static on the side lanes. Otherwise, you know, using the twin gate. Because going mid takes a while. Twin gate, you just hop right through.
Which, that's something that we could definitely see happen.
Oh, get him.
Oh, some pushbacks. The latch is there, the damage is out, and it's enough for the kill, and now XinQ beaten into Mickey won't be able to do quite enough damage there.
Nice raindrops and wand, though.
Alive. We want to see from Mickey. Coming up on that 6-minute mark, both supports position 5s have died independently twice. Double null talisman for the Visage. Get all that mana regen, that big mana pool.
Yeah, plus that death toll coming into play nice and early. I actually didn't realize that if it's, you don't have to hit them with it. As long as the projectile's on the way, you also get the credit.
Right.
Which is crazy.
Cool.
I thought you had to at least hit it first, and then you had like the 3-second window, but yeah. So if someone's about to die, just immediately send that thing at them. It doesn't matter if you hit or not, you still get the bonus.
Nisha getting a haste rune a little bit too slow there was XinQ to make the move over. As 33. And I mean, with all of the talk of the Slark and everything else that came out, I think it should be noted again, like, I don't know, what would we say about it? Like the boldness and the assurity that Liquid have in themselves and how they play the game. Doom has lost 7 games in a row. And they come in and they first pick it still, no worries about it. The panel talked about it a lot, but it's really nice. Oh, and you can see, yeah, first Slark pick. Hasn't really seen a heck of a lot of it.
Hero win rate, 0.
Yeah.
I assume that means there was one other pick, I believe.
That's what I'm thinking as well, yeah.
And that, but see, they didn't win.
Or
so
production is like,
0.
we know what's gonna happen here. No need to play it out.
All right, we have both supports here lurking on the side. This is now the classic Viper, okay? Dota's been around a long time, and I've seen this happen many times where 3 heroes come mid to kill a Viper, and suddenly Viper is a double or a triple kill. So you got to be a little bit careful. No matter what changes in Dota, some things stay the same.
TY is level 5 and Sanya is level 3. They drop down the coil immediately. XinQ starts hitting a couple cogs. Already dead on clockwork. Liquid have to back away.
You know, Marcy and Slark are surprisingly good defensive supports for protecting your mid. You know?
Yeah.
Like, being able to rebound off, that's free.
Oh, true.
For the Marcy, but Slark as well, like, you come mid, you can just check for a little bit of vision, so you can lurk really close to your Viper, and you know they can't see you, and then you get a pounce to hold them next to your Viper.
The Barracuda is definitely, I think, going to be like the main big thing that this guy brings to the table. Scouting out wards, and I was thinking about it too, like breaking smokes. As soon as Barracuda pops up and gets broken, you just immediately dark pact and you should be free to break a smoke.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. Well, farming up there as XinQ comes on in and is battling with Insania over who gets this medium camp here. So far, so good.
Yeah, we're gonna have some parallel ideas here between the two teams, right? A lot of Luna farming, a lot of Lena farming. Whoa, that's only 1 letter difference. That's kind of crazy.
True.
But coming into this tournament, like, you know, someone asked me like, what's my favorite hero for Liquid to play? I would say Doom. Yeah. I think that they play extremely well around this. They have some content pieces they put out where they have the team talk over matches they've played. They're very entertaining. Shout out to Team Liquid. They're pretty cool. And one of the more recent ones, it was 3-3 playing Doom. And just like the way he talks about it and this whole, like, you can tell that he just develops a plan. Like throughout the game, he very easily identifies who I need to doom,
right?
And as long as I doom them, we just win the game. So I think that's why they like this hero a lot, because it allows you to simplify team fights down quite a bit. Like you just have a condition that if you get the doom on that correct hero, the fight just gets infinitely easier.
And do you feel like there's one particular one in this game that he wants to hit or feels like he has to?
I think it's tougher. I think they've done a good job of the drafts. Number one, there's going to be these saves from the Slark that are going to be really annoying. But typically it's like it's the controller, right? That I feel like you want to take care of for the most part. Does depend a little bit on your lineup, but you think about like these like, let's say Puck, if it was like another team, like Pucks, Kunkas, Embers, those kind of heroes, but you have an XM mid, so it's not going to be those heroes, right? It's going to be this Viper, and if you do the Viper, I mean, that's a little meh.
He already isn't using his abilities that often.
Yeah,
like,
Lina would be great, but you're kind of assuming you're not going to get the Doom on the Lina, because just by basic positioning.
Right. Yeah, it's a little bit tough. Insania trying to stay alive here. ZinQ is going to juke off to the side.
So that's going to put the pressure on the Clockwork, because then Clock has to get the flares, the hook shots set up for these really good teams.
And we saw him already try and make that move over for Ame and wasn't able to get it. Now the rotation bottom is DY. Gets level 6. Nice play there.
Ooh.
The dispose into LSA, and well, XG off to a really good start here. 4-2. It's still very, very even across the board, but this is sort of that fake Doom net worth that we always talk about.
Have we checked the player camera just to ensure that it's actually XXS on the off lane? I saw that Rod of Owie pop up there on the Visage.
Oh god.
Now completed here for XXS. Just want to clarify, yeah.
Interesting.
Make sure he hasn't subbed in. Yeah, he's ready to make some maneuvers. The Rod into pipe. No Gleipnirs here.
Right.
This guy's OG.
It's going to be, I mean, obviously Willow is a little bit hard to catch and kill, just because you can go into Shadow Realm, kind of get some separation there. You can still get like bird drops and stuff like that, but Clock is going to be pretty vulnerable to this.
They're smoking up there on the move. Not very often you see this these days. Super early Atos into roaming. And hopefully this will help out the Viper's itemization too, because that's one thing that hero struggles with, is like getting decent control. They kind of have like 3 right clickers.
Misses the LSA, and now with no more Shadow Realm, this is going to be Boxy completely in a bad way, and well, just gives away a little healing salve there too. As ZinQ right into Insania's face. And again, how many position 4s do you feel like can do this against Clockwork?
Yeah, not many. Just really does not want to die. I like the one tap, yeah.
A little
yeah, you
tap
like that ulti?
Oh, that was nice. And it's a relatively low cooldown too. The more I see, it's just
soft.
I'm gonna get reported.
I know earlier I said I really want to play a lot of Dota today, like when we're done and watching the games and stuff. Just to be clear,
you can play Snark, I'll play Darkseer. It'll be good.
No, I don't want to do that.
5-2 Insania trying to make some use here of this first hook shot. But nobody is around at this point in time in the game. Does look like he's bringing out another Bracer, so getting pretty tanky on this Clock.
Just gonna mash those Bracers of Slark, you know?
Yeah.
And ZinQ. Let him determine the item build.
A lot of stat items and a little bit of just this early game jostling back and forth.
Yeah, we're chilling. 14-minute Wisdom Runes, I think, could be a good one, right? You're a Clockwork. I'd love to smoke for that.
Right.
Flare, hookshot, seal a Wisdom Rune.
Well, and I do think that there's going to be this eventual time. Oh, just off the mark. That extra movement speed from the Barracuda.
He's too fast. He's 4-7? Clockwork, my guy?
Uh-oh.
That's not great.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. Dire wins 17%. Not what you want to see.
In theory, he should be pretty darn good this patch, obviously, with all these ranged carries, but...
I mean, this is the thing that's tough. You've got Willow, Clockwork, and it just feels like you can't do anything. Like, who are you going on? Oh, no, and now the Atos, they got him caught. I mean, bird drops, dispose, and extra damage out. The fear is pretty good. Although, with still birds on him and the Soul Assumption thrown, Insania might be able to get a deny on Roshan. He will. Well, we'll play.
All right, easy peasy as we continue this rather quiet game now by knocking another kill off here. Yeah, there is a Puck. I don't know if you forgot. I know you probably did forget because Nisha hasn't done anything, but it's such a bad time mid that you would think with Willow, Clockwork, Puck, you're just killing everywhere, right? You have double great initiations into burst damage from the Willow, but that has just been delayed by so much.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, Ame is going to be way the back on the other side of the map, playing in very safe areas, trying to get towards the Gleipnir. Viper is just like, even though he's standing right here, you never want to go on this guy.
No.
There's no way that you would want to make that move. And now the movement, they do the Slark, able to find him, good damage out. now this turnaround is what they needed. Can they get the kill on XXS after the fact? Insania still sticking around strong. Nisha making the move forward, and with Boxy in the area, this does look like it's going to be the core kill that Liquid were looking for. DY nowhere really to go as they find the Curse Crown connection, and XG a bit too far forward there as Liquid punish.
Oh man, just chaining that after and after for more kills. Exactly as Ame actually finished up that Gleipnir there too, so could have been dangerous maybe if he could have rotated a bit earlier, but wasn't quite set up for it. Just returned to farming the bottom lane, but great scoops there from Liquid. Finally gets some maneuvers out of Nisha, and is looking for potentially the Blink Dagger right after this Witchblade. We'll see if that's what he winds up going for. XinQ just immediately is back scouting for wards.
And maybe trying to set up with this Orchid reveal would be really nice. XinQ spots Insania.
Look at the way he's maneuvering.
Dude, he's just out of vision. The assassin that does nothing.
Can this work?
Trying to find him. Nope.
Nah, I don't think so. He's just gonna take the turn. I mean, it's nighttime, so he's working with the vision. But yeah.
It feels like it should be so much better. And then you realize that it's just a slurk.
I mean, it's great vision for taking this tier 2 top though, right? It's going to spot any rotations that come from the mid and towards that top tower, so they can kind of control this area. Ame's rotating up here as well, so this is a concentrated effort here from XM.
In a way, it definitely feels like a poor man's Night Stalker draft. You know, like, they're going to be making these moves around nighttime. There's no way that as Liquid, you want to be running out when Slark's going to have full vision.
Well, they're going to use that ward to fake this pressure up top and immediately go for this Roche. They have Zelina, they got Sidekick, they got Visage. And Liquid not going to be able to contest this one.
Yeah, Rocket Flare does reveal that it's happening, but so hard to get numbers out to this direction. So first Aegis in hand for XG. Liquid, though, maintaining a gold lead right now. We'll see where they decide to go and how they feel about the pace of this game. It's going to be a Blink Dagger completed for Nisha now too, so they're starting to get a couple of these pretty big items.
Yeah, there's kind of a question of just like, at what speed do you need to move here as XG?
Right.
So I feel like they're the ones who sort of have this looming threat of like, we should probably be getting stuff done. Like, I think Liquid look pretty happy to chill back here. Doom, Puck, Luna, they seem kind of happy. But they're thinking about making an aggressive maneuver here. I'm level 12 here on the Puck. Arcane Rune in hand.
Double Blinks is really nice, and XM hides in the trees, recognizing that potential danger that could be coming their way. If he steps out, I think it's an easy jump, but instead they're looking down bottom, XinQ, and they're actually just gonna doom him. Okay.
Oh, here we go though.
Overextension possibly. He used everything on that Slark, and now 33 goes down.
All right, well, here we go though. Now we have something interesting because he has committed for the Blink Dagger on the Puck, and the Orchid's finished on XM. So there is the chance now if they do get aggressive, they can catch out Nisha. But I think that's partially why they also just kill XinQ, because they recognize that they only really want to fight with like full forces here.
Yeah.
So they're trying to get their kills, get back out. They know there's an Aegis, so eventually they are going to come. They're just trying to like set them off balance so they can't get organized and move. But now they have the pipe, so I think that 5-hero wind-up's going to be coming here. They're just going to throw themselves at a tower. But Mickey has a Manta now as well, so he's also quite formidable in an actual engagement as they smoke up to move forward.
It is unfortunate, because you imagine how different this move right here from Extreme looks if it was the Viper that they killed instead. It would have taken longer for him to come back.
Foxy pops the smoke.
Yeah, that was well played. And now that's going to buy enough time for Mickey to get out, although he runs in. Now Dark Willow realizing, yeah, there's a lot of people here. We'll throw out the Terrorize. And that should still secure the tier 1 tower bottom. Might even stick around for the Wisdom at 20. Or 21 rather, but the Tormentor Wisdom.
Yeah, it's a ways away. I mean, they could just keep this pressure up on the tier 2.
Radiant's middle tower.
Because they have wards, right? Like, they can see Mickey, they see Insania. They want to at least force them back right now. You have Visage, Lina, Sidekick.
Radiant's top tower.
Buildings starting to fall.
That's a quick 1-2 punch.
That's really, really good. And yeah, just gonna take it down. They had Glyph available, but Liquid no intention of stopping that. So that it was a 4K gold lead. Now we're down to just 1,000. And at the 20-minute mark, I mean, if you want to, you could go for that Tormentor.
Yeah, Nisha did trade for the top tier 1. Mickey has been hitting creepy entire time as well. Again, more vision, spotting where Mickey is moving to up top here. So really good words from XG. Likewise though, Liquid have a few. Got one place on the Radiant side down there, spotting XM.
I mean, you would anticipate that this would happen. This is why you're taking the Slark. A huge part of the decision-making here is he's always got a sentry in hand. Very annoying to play against. It does feel like down bottom, TY get out of trouble, and yeah, they didn't decide to stick around that long. I guess the other thing is 20-minute mark, we're looking at daytime again.
Yeah, that's, I mean, both sides obviously have some advantages at night. On the side of Liquid, you have the bonus damage that's helping out everybody, as well as just her own vision, but Slark, same thing. And Sani is going to get the free Tormentor shard there. They did already purchase the shard on the Slark. Okay. And have not taken their own Tormentor quite yet, although as we've seen from their ability to take down towers, they could do it really fast if they get organized.
Still a lot of damage coming out when you've got that sidekick action working from Marcy. And of course, just Visage in general does a lot.
So now, the hardest thing, though, is that the Yules is done for the Puck. There's BKB on Doom, and there's a Manta on the Luna. So how do you actually start a fight as XG? Like, Gleipnir and Atos are kind of your jumps. Unless DY is somehow going to get a rebound.
It feels like that's not even what they're trying to do. They're just walking at objective and say, come fight us.
Fair enough, yep.
But right now you can see this movement, and they're actually even leaving that bounty rune, want to make them feel safe. XG, they decide to smoke up as well. ZQ, he's going to break it immediately. John Pack wants to walk away. Do they have enough to bring down this clock? They do. Can they find more? Do they want to go for more? I think it looks like they're just going to call it right there. So they get the pickoff, get out. Don't manage to take the tier 2 tower, though.
Now, the Aegis was expiring really soon, so bag it up. They don't want to offer a good opportunity for a Doom or a Dream Coil in a reset. I actually think DY's Shard would be really nice here. If they roll that one on the Tormentor, I think that's best case scenario for them, because that would actually be their best jump at this point. For when they, you know, and when you're pressuring these towers, if you see Liquid coming, like, you do want some way to actually jump heroes when you want to. And right now, that's probably going to be their best bet.
I'm really curious. I mean, I guess I was thinking about it, like, can't you just ignore the Slark? You know what I mean? But the more I think about it, if he is there to save somebody with that shard, you kind of need to be able to take him out. And in a way, it feels like Doom is the only reliable way to do that. It's
pretty much, yeah. And he's got 4 permanent edge. So you don't want to just ignore this guy. He's kind of a beast right now.
You're not wrong,
yeah.
Man. Dangerous.
Ooh.
It's definitely...
Oh, Barracuda.
You're seeing the value.
It's in cute. Oh, wait. Oh, he didn't notice. Wait. He's calculating.
He's going to go.
Oh, he's got it.
This is the D-ward action coming from the
191 gold.
He's on top of it. So 23 minutes in now. Still relatively low on the kill score. But it has been extreme, setting the tempo for the game. It does still have that feeling that Liquid, once they come online, get all 5 together, and decide to actually take a fight, things will start looking better for them. But you need that BKB on Mickey. Still incredibly farmed on this Luna.
I mean, they actually can't start a fight on XG, though. I do think that's kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
They literally have no way to start a fight. Like, everyone should be able to just escape all the time.
Yeah. Towers.
Like, he took the Watcher. Like,
yeah.
He is not concerned.
He's really not afraid.
Zink's queuing up Basher. Because they need something, right?
What in the hell?
That makes sense. He's not, he already has the shard. Like, what else do you need?
I know, it's a fair play. A Force Staff or something, maybe? I don't know. You know what? If ZQ pounces, you can't force away from that anymore on Slark. That's a thing.
Oh, that's true, actually.
He's their catch. ZQ is their everything.
That was a weird change.
Sorry, Lena, you have to go farm somewhere else. Slark's taking midwave. Getting closer and closer, though. And the other thing to obviously keep in mind about the Liquid dynamic is that, you know, you take or win one decisive fight, Luna is just going to rip through towers. BKB. Oh, 33.
Really didn't want to die.
Yeah, understandable. But, I mean, also a testament to where Liquid see this game going. And it sounds like, from App's interview, they played against this before. They were scrim partners together. I imagine what Liquid are feeling is that, like, if this just goes later and later, eventually we'll win if we take a good fight.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're just going to be like, you know, they can only pressure towers. We're just going to cut waves. Their catch is abysmal until this support Slark has Ags Basher.
Right.
And so we're just going to chill. Like, maybe like a Scythe or something from someone?
Yeah, that could be pretty solid as an eventual answer for Extreme. Which, I mean, they can farm into it. But it definitely is feeling like one of the lower damage games from all these people. Everybody's just kind of dodging, and it seems like consistently the only ones that are dying are Insania and XinQ.
Well, they want to keep it interesting for the fans.
It's true.
Yeah. They know they enjoy the blood sport that is Dota 2.
Are they actually the only ones that have died? Okay, no, XXS died one time.
Is that really it?
33 in Boxyard.
Yeah, okay. There's more deaths. But they were helping out early. 9 matches and 8 wins. Oh, I see.
Yeah. Getting it pretty
Whenever
quick.
they get Chrysalis.
It's
Luna just be winning.
It's the Conda. Oh, I mean, look at this too. No BKB, goes straight Conda. Mickey's like, all right, we're not fighting. I'm getting my items. Although they do smoke up, that was under a ward.
Yeah, in that vision for sure.
They might not have caught that though, because it looked like Mickey was about to run up.
I mean, XXS just booted out of there though. I think they saw.
They have an idea.
Oh, the BKB now here for Ame. Roche has just respawned. It's a fresh nighttime, so Roche will be up here for a while. Bonus damage for Liquid.
I mean, this is a little bit dangerous because if Liquid are now going into this fight with no BKB on Luna, she can get bursted here. And in fact, they're going to start heading up.
You know what's really good when you know BKB though?
What's that?
The Aegis.
That's true. Can they get it in time though? Boxy there to break smokes and Q. Immediately out. Find it with that first round. 33 looking for his target. He's going to jump on. They go into the Marcy, still saving that Doom. And let's say connects one down. 33 BKB. He backs away. Liquid, they buff them one time, able to keep a little bit of distance. And now Nisha commits with the Dream Glow. Look at that damage. Onto the Visage. This is completely fallen apart for XG. And now Liquid should have a free path for Roche. That could not have gone worse for XG.
Yeah, really good positioning from Liquid, because Boxy just recognizing like how they want to play this, right? They're going to send in the Slark, and once there's the vision, then he's going to do his thing. So they put an off-center combo behind the tree line.
They didn't have to use Doom on him.
And they missed the jump. Their actually set to connect anyway, because their initiation is very difficult to achieve.
Oh no.
Now they got problems.
Thought about it. Goes in, XinQ pulled over, and the Yule Scepter lift up. Poor guy, he does not have anywhere else to go, and we'll have bounce back up in second.
You have to. Like, I actually do think you have to do him to get the kill. He's level 16. So Nisha's still going to take the kill.
Yeah. Aegis now in hand for Luna.
Is under attack.
For XG, where do you go now? I mean, things have started to really come off the rails, it feels like. You've gotten fighting items, but they've been losing the fights. Luna didn't even have BKB in that last one. Tough stuff.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, you have the BKB now out there for XM. I'm curious to see how much pressure Liquid even bothers placing.
Yeah.
You know, like they're kind of chilling. They do have level 20 here on Nisha though, so able to take the Waning Rift cooldown. He's feeling really spicy, but considering how weak their catch is already, I feel like the Waning Rift cooldown just feels even better.
Right.
But he has been considering it for a long time. So maybe he's like, yo, Boxy, how spicy are you feeling with these terrorizers right now? Can we hit some wombo combos?
See if they manage it. Certainly an option. XinQ again scouting things out. Sees some heroes. Luna spotted him as well.
Radiant structures are fortified.
With the Aegis still in hand for 3 minutes,
Dire are scanning.
feeling pretty good. Insania will work in front of the rest of the side of XG, who still do not have good ways to take fights. It is funny because it, like, in a similar way to Night Stalker 2, the Slark can see you coming at them, but you just can't do anything about it. Like, there's no answer.
Yeah. It's just the warning bells. Oh, there's a Luna. Well, I can see you, she says. Oh, I got that night vision too.
Oh my god, bro. Oh no. Oh god. Get him out of there.
All right, good fight.
He stayed alive. That's the highlight right now.
Still has shard, you know, he's still valuable if a fight breaks out.
True.
And Liquid, yeah, again, just there's not really a whole lot of incentive for them to move in.
No.
Moving in is the only way that XG can fight.
Yeah.
Like, they need you to start the fight. It's just like up top. When Insania died that one time as they were like trying to stop him at a tier 2, I think once that moment occurred and Insania just dies, they all walk away. It's like, you know what? Let's just not fight them anymore.
Yeah.
Like, why bother?
There's nothing to be gained there.
They're getting more gold on the map. They're looking like they're going to outscale them.
Now, eventually, they're going to have to deal with the Slark with items. The unfortunate part is that Slark is still a garbage carry right now, so I'm not sure if it actually matters. We'll see. Time will tell.
He's fine, but he's not going to be that high.
No.
He's not going to get that level, that gold. And there it is, the basher.
He's ready to bash. The bash bros. XingQ online. You know, I once saw XingQ play Queen of Pain, build a Blink Dagger and a Dagon 5, and it was amazing. This man just thinks about Dota on another level. Foxy, he's going to be found. Immediately brought down. Don't go into their area. It's a bad time. Wait a minute, with the turnaround, walk forward. Doom already out. They need to do some damage out from Lina. They're actually doing it. With Liquid initiate, suddenly XG, they managed to win the fight. Unbelievable. As they take down all 4 of them. It's going to be a respawn on that Aegis. Marcy had to buy back. Got to run away with everybody else. XXS in some trouble. Pulled back in by Nisha. Does he have enough damage to get away? Can he survive? No. So that's 3 now dead for XG.
All right, that was a crazy cleanup considering that was not looking good.
No.
I thought that was going to be a complete disaster for Liquid, but it ends up being quite fine for them, especially with the buyback there from the Marcies. You can see they got a pretty good gold edge. XP, kind of the same though. Well, only 1,000 more, but oh my gosh. That's 4,500 XP for Nisha. Seeing as how he's the only person who hasn't died, I think, in this entire game.
He's huge.
At 5-0 and 6.
And did you say he was just talking about the
and a half?
20? Yeah.
He was just level 21.
Him and Mickey have really good games here. As that is going to be the Satanic coming out for the Luna. And Aegis no longer there, but it's still 20 seconds until Ame is back up on this Lina. Use your shard on the racks, Charlie. Can you save it that way? I don't think so.
That would be crazy though.
It's like the old Arc Ward.
If we don't say his name, he won't get picked, okay? Just keep pretending that he's not real.
Still waiting for the Arc Ward and support to come out. I mean, we got XingQ playing
come back.
Arc. That's right.
Yeah. That was one of his couple of the first professional games. I think Kuro was just trying to pad his stats though, to make sure he played all the heroes. As here's your replay here. So Boxy, they start moving in, you know, oh, D-Ward. You know, that's a good idea. And as you can see, if you can actually get caught by something like a Gleipnir and Atos,
yeah,
then they can get a kill and start this fight off on some good footing here. 3D comes in with the Doom. That was kind of terrifying. When the Lina turned here and it's just inside this shroud hidden, you can see the potential here for the support Slark.
And they just didn't have quite enough damage to bring down Mickey quickly enough.
Yeah. And all the bounces from the glaives just coming back through.
But it does show how strong you can be just as this turret on Lina. And imagine how different that goes if, like, that's again, one of the best case scenarios in terms of Lina being caught with the Doom. If she's free to just hit things, it's still a scary ass lineup to play against.
Yeah, Lina was Doom and Foxy cast 0 spells.
Yeah.
And it still went like kind of even.
Yeah, I guess it's, you know, one side good, the other side bad there. Let's have Daedalus done.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
And Nisha almost at that 25, eyes up towards the Maelstrom, or Mjolnir rather. It's an item that I feel like we haven't seen in a while. Everybody else is getting these Leipnirs.
Mjolnir.
Yeah.
Wow. The power of the Dream Coil.
So 35 minutes coming up now. Scotty, where XM wants to go. And Liquid likely gonna wait for the next Aegis before they try and make any type of concerted effort towards another high ground push. But they did at least get that one set of racks mid.
Back to chill zone.
Right. I mean, the other thing is that I could very easily see if like Liquid get a team fight around a Roche movement or something, they could just run it down mid and end the game too. They don't have to go for the other sets of racks if they don't want to.
Yeah, they have the power of the Luna. All right, that's huge though. You can see what happened to Lina in the last fight. Having this AC now on the Visage, that could do a lot for them. The extra armor trying to protect you.
Oh, whoa. Can they get her? Looks for it. The scepter left up. The connection is going to be there. Oh, so much damage, but it's not winning up against the phase shift out. Still trying to beat into him. It's XM. They back away from that Luna. Broken for the moment. Do they have enough extra damage to throw into Mickey? Trying to take him down. Nisha's low too, but on the other side, Ame goes down. Still XM strong, and in top of all, Mickey with the satanic. Always keeping him alive. Mickey living through it all. He don't want to die. As they take down two, it was enough for the buyback. Oh, on the lead up, pulls him all in. They show it the rampage. You gotta be kidding me. How did he live through all of that?
He's 10-0-6.
What in the Sam hell? Oh my God. And look at him, cool as a cucumber in the corner. You're not cool, get out of here.
Oh, there's a smile, there's a little smirk. Okay, he's like, yeah, that was pretty good. 3-3 again gets the Doom drop there. Make sure that they control this Lina. Give her a bad time. She's now bought back into this. Can't salvage the fight. And Liquid, they're certainly free to just walk this down a little bit here, and they can also get the reward of Roche. It's actually just respawned.
My God, Liquid take a fight in dominant fashion. And I mean, they don't need to go high ground if they don't have the Aegis, but if they're all dead, that certainly works.
Satanic was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just such a bad way to start the fight for XG, because they spend so many spells and so much damage on Nisha, and he escapes, right? You're trying to get this chain stun, you're trying to win the fight, and then that happens. And then somehow it's still looking kind of okay, even with your Doom, or rather your Lina getting doomed and just not able to do anything. And you turn on this Luna, and then she barely survives with the Satanic.
It's so crazy. I mean, yeah, like, I can't believe how close they were to killing Nisha. The presence of mind, too, to save that Yules to keep himself alive until that last second, and then gets the phase shift out of there. What a nuts play. Now, XG staring down the barrel of 27,000 net worth lead.
Insania is just standing at Roche and just like telling the guys, come on. Come on. He's like flaring from the Roche pit. Either that or it's an insane bait. Like he just keeps flaring from the Roche to make them think that they're all there, so they don't know they're off to the side. I think it's actually what he's doing.
He's silenced, can't get out of there in time. He doesn't get anything off. Buyback comes out. Now the stun onto XM. Trying to stay alive is not gonna work. Gotta run, turns around. BKB wants to fight. DY, he's also gone. They're all falling apart. There's no answer. They buy a refresher as he passes through 33. Making it all work in beautiful concert. And Ame is also going to get caught too. Pops the BKB, turns, wants to fight. Where the hell? No, they don't have it. Another Doom laid down. GG is called.
Man, thank
and Nisha. Look at these guys. Unreal.
All right, that was so cool though. If Daniel's standing in the Roche pit, right, and he's throwing these flares out, so he's giving them the angle of like, oh, we're all in Roche. We're all in Roche right now. Like, that's what you do.
Yeah.
Bobberg stands in Roche and you flare while you're all killing Roche, trying to see the enemy if they're